And we're back. Welcome back to some more Let's Play CSI Crime Scene Investigation. If you're following from the last part, which you probably should be, we're going to go and talk to James Ritchie, who we found out recently, well, in the last part, has actually been accused of insurance fraud. Charges were dropped, but it's still an important thing to bear in mind, I think, perhaps. And his fingerprints were on our victims' documents after they were burned. So we'll go to James Ritchie's office.
Heard about what happened to Gray. Shame. Happy to help. If you can keep it short. I have a meeting in 15 minutes.
Aha. How well do you know Mr. Gray?
He's a competitor, just not much of one. We both manage companies that design commercial airplane prototypes, and his business has been in a tailspin for more than a year. It's not my fault his dissatisfied clients come looking for a home.
Oh, shit. Have you ever threatened Mr. Gray?
Why would I? He's barely on my radar. I would say, if anything, Gray feels threatened by yours truly. You know, he even approached me, begging to buy him out a couple of weeks back, as if I wanted what was left of his excuse for a company. I didn't threaten him. I laughed in his damn face.
Oh, shit. There's a lot of rivalry between you two then, isn't there? Where were you at the time of the fire?
You can't seriously think I had anything to do with... Look, I'm not Jason Gray's biggest fan, but I don't go around burning houses down, even when I don't care for somebody. As for my whereabouts, you might check with the other 150 passengers on my flight, coming in from Chicago, flight 157.
Fair enough. Tell us about your criminal record.
I have no criminal record. Those charges were dropped. This is still America, isn't it?
Your prints were on a piece of paper that we found at Jason Gray's home.
So what? I have had dealings with Gray. We've exchanged our share of documents over the years.
Interesting. Do you know anything about his friends?
If you're fishing for those drug rumors, I won't be part of that. However I may feel about Gray, I don't intend to get involved in character assassination. Anyway, what a man does in his private life is his own concern.
Drugs? What? Let's ask him about this.
I can't tell you anything else right now.
Alright, fine, whatever, fuck you. Let's ask Brass.
Yes?
Was James Ritchie on flight 157 from Chicago?
Give me a second. Airline manifest confirms Ritchie was on that flight. Got in at 12:12.
So perhaps not him. Anything else?
I have nothing else to tell you for the time being.
Okay. I guess. They're gonna have to trust you here. Can I have to... Oh, wait, no. Of course I can't. What the fuck am I on? Laboratory again, with your boy Greg.
Hey guys, what's up?
You know, casual. Can I put this in here?
These hackle marks tell us a lot of force was used to break the window, and that the outside surface was traveling away from the source of impact. Fancy way of saying, that window was broken from the inside.
Can we bring this up to him? Is that okay? Or, like, what? Richie's rap sheet. That's great. We need one from Gray. I really want to know more about these oh Christ, these drug charges that are apparently a big deal. But I can't actually... I seriously have no idea. I must be missing something at the scene of the crime. So... You sure I can't pick any of this up? You sure?
We can't use that here.
Oh, come on!
We can't use that here.
Jesus, it was just here for, like, scenic decoration? Come on. Ooh. Ooh.
Fire could have started here. House fires typically double in size every 30 seconds. Gray seems to have gotten to it pretty quickly.
Okay, that sounded really peculiar, but whatever. What's this?
Looks like some burned wood scraps.
Well, better than nothing.
You should process burned material like this for accelerants before you pick it up.
Not a bad idea.
Try using a similar tool.
What? Right, like, no way.
Beautiful.
Oh,
Hydrocarbons and most other accelerants fluoresce under ultraviolet light. This is a good sample for Gray.
Well, Christ. Oh, Christ. Keep picking the wrong one. Come here. Yeah, I got you, you prick. Right, what's this green stuff?
It's colored and rounded. Definitely not window glass.
A bottle. It's gonna be like a. It's gotta be a bottle. Come on. Give me some of that. Yeah.
Ever hear of a Molotov cocktail?
Yep.
That's 1 part rag, 1 part bottle, and 1 part liquid accelerant. Could be what started this fire.
Suppose it's entirely possible, but I'm not going to come to any conclusions as of yet, my dear, and I suggest you don't either. I must have been missing something. I said it out loud. Ask me again.
Yes?
Ooh, do it. Can I ask you to run this over? Whoa, look at his face. Run this over for me, would you, darling?
Traces of accelerant. What you have here is lighter fluid.
And this coloured glass. It's going to be a bottle, right?
That's wine bottle glass.
Yeah!
I could have told you that back in my college days. What I couldn't have told you is the chemical composition's very similar to glass used in bottle factories. South American bottle factories. And I found traces of an accelerant from the fuel oil #1 family to boot.
Oh, come on.
Now that I've compared it to the earlier sample, I can say without question, it was aviation jet fuel. Rag, jet fuel, and a broken bottle. One Molotov cocktail coming right up. Or that is, apart.
Oh, shit! We are getting somewhere with this.
What do you need?
To be honest, I think I gave you pretty much everything I needed. I'm not sure who to ask. Let's go to Brass.
I can't help you until you find some solid evidence.
Fair enough. I want to ask you more.
I can't tell you anything else right now.
What, really? Okay, Jesus. Richie can't, I'm sure. Oh! I can. Okay, do you own an aircraft?
Well, strange as it may seem considering my business, I don't. My obsession is sailing. You've probably already learned that Gray has a pilot's license. I think I remember hearing he keeps a plane here in town.
Really? Well, surprisingly, we haven't heard about that either, which is interesting. Let's ask him about it.
I can't tell you anything else right now.
Oh, come on! I forgot to ask Brass.
Need me for something?
What? Why can't I just ask him if he owns an airplane? Does he own an
Just
airplane?
check civil aviation records and see.
Okay.
Corporate Learjet Tango 146, registered to his company. Last place it was hangared was Henderson Executive Airport. See if it's still there.
Do you know, I will, because there's a new location and I'm going to get some more evidence. I feel so powerful. Well, it's here. It's here, all right. What?
Tango 146. Gray's plane, all right.
Well, yeah. Whoa, okay, that's opened already, so does that mean there's something interesting I can do here?
We can't use that
No,
here.
I was not expecting.
There's no prints here.
Do you know, I think it just opened for the sake of it. I actually don't think there was anything. Ooh! What's this?
Gray made a fuel purchase not long ago from the international airport in Quito, Ecuador.
Okay. What is the one to get like a picture? Is it this one?
We can't use that here.
Is it this one?
We can't use that here.
Okay. Oh, now I feel like an idiot. Jesus. Okay. Right, so we got that. That's great. It's just a tool place?
Looks like our high-flying exec wasn't exactly candid with us about the state of his corporate affairs. We have a man seriously behind schedule here, facing a loss of a cool $1.5 million. That's what we CSIs call a motive.
Let's take some of that! Is there anything else on here that I can by chance? That looked like something, but it wasn't. Never mind. Whoa, easy. Go careful, bucko. Ooh, lockers.
They're locked. Guess we won't be getting in there.
Well, bollocks. Maybe we can get a warrant to open them. At least that's what I was thinking. Because instantly my first instinct is, let's violate someone's privacy. Ooh, get a rag. Hopefully we can compare it in the lab, which is actually where I was planning on going next. Because I don't think there's anything else here. Let's go to the lab and compare and contrast these rags.
So our hot case is heating up, and you need the Sanders touch. Without me, it's all guesswork, right? And Grissom just hates hunches.
You know what else Grissom hates? Slow lab work.
Oh shit! She's calling you out! Can you test this rag?
Hanger rag and the fragment from Gray's home share the same rare cotton germplasm. Species is definitely of Ecuadorian origin.
Ooh. Well, that's interesting. Anything?
Sorry. Can't do anything with that.
Fair enough. What about this?
Sorry. Can't do anything with that.
Fair enough. Let's... I can scan some of these into the computer,
You
right?
can't scan that into the computer.
Not that one.
You can't scan that into the computer.
Not that one either. Never mind then, I suppose. Ha ha ha. Aren't I silly? Much in the similar fashion to Billy. Brass.
You guys are moving fast on this arson case. Got a new lead?
Yeah, could we bring in Jason Gray for an interrogation?
Guy torched his own house, huh? Well, let's bring him in for a chat. Maybe he's just burning to confess.
Now, to be fair, we don't know that yet, but the evidence points to
Mr.
it.
Gray, I think you know why you're here. We've gathered considerable evidence indicating that you lied to us about the fire at your home.
Cooperate. Make it easier on us, we'll make it easier on you.
I've told you everything I can think of. No intention on my part to be deceptive.
Why was broken glass found outside your office window?
I don't know anything about that. I'm the victim here, you know.
Have you recently bought any wine from South America?
Sometimes I purchase wine when I'm down there. There's a fine local winery. So what? What am I being accused of? Drinking and driving?
Do you have access to jet fuel?
Are you joking? Of course I do. I own a plane and I'm active in the aviation industry. Jet fuel's good for killing weeds. Always keep a little in my back shed.
Interesting. What can you tell us about the rag that we found in the hangar?
I have a bunch of those rags. I don't know where I picked them up. There must be thousands of rags like that in Nevada.
Ah, you're lying to me, you bastard. Are you falling behind on your contract?
What business is that of yours? My office is a charred ruin. I lose most of my key records and you're nosing into my clients?
Yeah.
We have all the evidence we need to make an arrest, Mr. Gray. I just wanted to give you an opportunity to make it easy for both of us. We can do this the hard way.
I guess you're right. What's the use? You got the goods on me. You're right. I was way behind on that contract, looking right into the face of financial ruin. It had been building up over the last few weeks. The pressure. But it was spur of the moment. An impulse. I grabbed a rag and that bottle of jet fuel in the shed and smashed it on my office floor. You know, to suggest somebody pitched a Molotov cocktail. I added fuel to the fire, literally. Emptying my lighter on the desk, making sure to douse some letters on top, including one from James Ritchie. I put it out with the fire extinguisher I brought with me from the shed. Then it occurred to me, I ought to make it look more like a break-in, so I busted out a window in the office. But even as I was doing it, I saw the pieces of glass tumbling onto the ground outside and realized I'd screwed up. So I went out and tossed them back in. That's everything, I think.
After all that lying, don't you feel better now?
Mr. Gray, we didn't secure your shed because it wasn't part of the original crime scene. Could we have your permission to check it now? To confirm your story?
You need me to do that?
A judge would give us a warrant easy enough, but you letting us skip that step would be another gold star in your cooperation column.
That's what I'm trying to do. Cooperate. Go ahead. My house is your house.
Well, I don't know if I want a burnt house. Oh! Let's check the shed.
Gray's story sounds way too strange. Let's check this area for collaborating evidence just to be safe.
I don't know.
Make sure you check the handle for prints before you touch it.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright. If you're gonna be like that about it. Oh, there are prints! Okay, fair enough. Not bad at all then, my man. Or woman, if as the case
Fingerprints are
is.
mostly moisture. They evaporate pretty quick in the dry air around here. Means these prints are recent. But looks like we've got two overlapping sets of recent prints. If one belongs to Gray, the computer may be able to separate them in the lab.
Beautiful. Now, let's open the door. Okay, there's some fluid stuff.
Yuck, that's nasty. Definitely smells like gasoline.
It's because it is. One imagines, anyway. Can I take it with me?
We can't use that here.
Never mind then. That would be stupid. Good thing I'm not that. No, that's going to be retarded. I actually don't know what to do. There's not going to be any prints.
There's no prints here.
Alright. Swab it? Well, yeah. I was correct. Look at that. Was this...
Gray's confession is holding up. These are obviously the wine bottles. Ecuadorian vintage, too.
Do you know, I actually don't know if I believe that he did it or not. I've got to be honest. She wouldn't have said that it sounds strange if there wasn't like a twist of sorts. Is there anything else in here that I might be able to use to my advantage in the foreseeable future? Oh!
What do you want to bet this thread matches the rag in the house and the ones from the hangar?
You know, I honestly don't know. Let's find out. New evidence added, because I'm the best. I think that's everything in here. It's got to be everything in there. Yeah. What? Yeah. Yep. So, let's go back to the lab and sort...
Is it my charisma that keeps you coming back for more? Or just my brilliant intellect?
My friend, it is both. For you are my favorite character in the whole game, in fact. And if I watched the show, you'd probably be my favorite character in that. Sort out these prints, would ya? Thank you.
Sorry. Can't do anything with that.
Okay, do I... Oh, I guess I'd just run them in the computer and it does it for me. Okay, what's this?
And survey says... we have a match. Same jet fuel used in Jason Gray's little indoor bonfire. Exact same composition.
Ooh. And this?
Once again, we have our same rare cotton germplasm. Hey, keep bringing me these samples. It's not going to be so rare.
Yo, this guy. Crazy motherfucker. Let's run these through the computer then. Hopefully it'll separate them from here. I didn't know it could. Let's try it. Oh, it does. Look at that. Not bad. Separation complete.
We separated our twins, and both have survived. We've got 2 sets of prints now.
Is that like a Siamese twin joke? I don't want to say joke because that sounds foul. That does sound pretty disgusting. Give me some more evidence. Oh, I love it. That's delicious. Right, what's this one? Whose is this? You tell me. Aphis. Let's have a look.
Yep, these are Gray's prints. They were entered in the system earlier.
Fair enough. Okay, that's not bad, I guess. He hasn't got any, like, criminal record or whatever. What about this? Whose is this? Ooh.
Stan Gins? Wonder if Gray can tell us why he's got a drug dealer in his backyard.
Yeah. This is related to the drugs. Oh. Oh. I am. Oh. This is gonna be good. I think we have to do it through interrogation.
Make me happy. Tell me Gray's confession checks out.
What? It's frozen. It's frozen! Ah! Okay, we're back. No, ah! What are you doing? Let me work. Can we bring Jason Gray in for an interrogation before it freezes again?
Sure, I can do that.
Thank you, you're too kind. You? Who is Stan Gins?
Am I supposed to know?
I think you do, and we're gonna prove it.
Well, fuck you then. Let's interview him, yeah. See what he's got to say about it, you asshole.
What can I do for you?
Bring Stan Gins in for an interrogation.
Good call. Maybe he can tell us why Mr. Gray's confessing and lying at the same time.
Mr. Gins, there was a fire at the home of Jason Gray. You've been brought in for questioning on the matter.
What's your relationship with Mr. Gray?
We've done some business. What kind of business? That's between me and my client. But I don't know from fires, okay?
Where were you during the time of the arson?
Out and about. Little walk around the neighborhood. That's still legal, right?
Interesting. Well, it looks like Jason Gray's a fucking liar.
Yes?
And we're gonna bring this up to him.
Sure, I can do that.
Because Stan Gins,
You've been lying to us.
Yeah.
You see, Mr. Gray, when somebody confesses, trying to help and all, but mixes in a lot of bull, well, we get frustrated. And me personally, I get cranky when I get frustrated.
Oh.
But we're willing to give you a chance to put us in a better mood. So let's play truth or dare. Just leave out the dare part.
Who is Stan Gins?
Yeah, name rings a bell. Think maybe he lives in my neighborhood. Don't get to know your neighbors like in the old days.
Maybe you need a distinguishing characteristic of Mr. Gins to jog your memory. Like his being a convicted drug dealer, for instance?
And Mr. Gins is trying to be cooperative, too. He started by telling us you're one of his clients.
Why were his fingerprints on your shed?
Well, like I said, he's a neighbor. I think he might have borrowed my mower or... Look, I really didn't want to have to get into this.
Ooh.
I'm going to level with you, really cooperate. But just remember, what I'm about to share with you could get me in hot water.
Do it.
I have a drug problem. A way out of hand drug problem. Which is why my business has gone to pot, so to speak. Stan Gins is my supplier. Lately, Gins had been showing up at strange hours, and he'd bring his low-life friends along. Partying at my place. It was just sickening. On the night of the fire, I made a decision. No more associating with scumbags like Stan Gins. So I fired him. He didn't take it very well. He was really PO'd, bent out of shape. Plus, I'm sure he was high at the time, which didn't help. While I was in my office, Gins must have gone to my shed, looking to see what kind of grief he could give me. There was a knock at the door, and I opened it. And damn if it wasn't Gins, glaring at me, brandishing a blazing Molotov cocktail he'd thrown together. He was out of control. He threw the bottle, smashed my window to fan the flames, and took off. I ran out to my shed and grabbed the fire extinguisher. But then the wheels started turning. I could make the best of this bad situation if I rigged the scene to implicate Richie. I didn't want my drug problem exposed. And at the same time, I knew that if I implicated Gins, he'd kill me for sure. I'd be protecting myself and taking a competitor down with me at the same time. After the fire was out, I cleaned up the broken window, knowing I needed to make it look like a break-in to hide what had really happened. I tried to get all the bits of glass I could find and brush the dirt off before tossing them back into the office.
Ooh.
And that's the whole sad, stupid, but true story. I tried to save my reputation. How am I doing so far?
Well, both you and Gins will be going away all right. And you do have something in common. Neither one of you can hold on to his clients.
We
Oh!
should have another chat with our friendly neighborhood drug dealer.
Brass, you are slamming it, boy! Right, this is going to be a fairly long part, but look, we've beaten it, so I don't care.
Yes?
We need to talk to Stan Gins.
Sure, I can do that.
Tell him he's going to be arrested. Do you know anything about the arson at Gray's house?
Listen, you play with drugs, you get high. Play with fire, you get burned. No percentage in the latter.
Interesting. Did you visit him before the fire started?
Hey, I said I was out catching some air. I may have walked by his house, but that's all.
You know, Gray might have covered for you once upon a time. But you try to burn somebody's house down, and the loyalty gets strained.
Going off on a good customer like that? You got a hot temper, Mr. Gins.
Go to hell. I've got plenty of customers, but he torqued me off. Guy thinks he's better than me. He said my friends were scum.
Imagine that.
I should have torched him, not his crib. Smart mouth looking down on me. And him, a degenerate doper.
Thank you, Mr. Gins. That's what we call a confession around our little store. And you know how nice it is having another satisfied customer?
Oh, yeah.
Looks like a solid arson case against Gins. As for the high-flying Mr. Gray, he'll come down to earth with obstruction of justice, arson, and insurance fraud charges. By the way, trainee, nice work out there.
Thanks.
But take some time to throw back a cold one after work and relax. This job can be hell on your personal life. Now, go see Grissom. He wants to see you.
Okie doke.
Sounds like you showed some good instinct out there. But before you let it go to your head, let's take a closer look at how you did.
Okay, here's hoping I did better. Oh, come
Good
on!
work. Only a few things you left unexamined.
Oh,
Try to be more thorough next time.
alright. Okay, I guess. How come I got 2 layers of that, but only 1 from that. I don't know, whatever. Right. So, that'll finish this excitingly mediocre Let's Play part of Let's Play CSI Crime Scene Investigation. Sorry it was so long. In fact, I might have even cut it down and like split it in half so I didn't have my segue. But I'll see you in the next excitingly mediocre Let's Play part of Let's Play CSI Crime Scene Investigation. I'll see you next time. Bye!